All right, well, and good evening, everybody, and welcome live here to Elite Sports Academy. My name's Devin. I am joined by two amazing guests here tonight. We got Gary in the middle and Cade on the end. We got a very special show here tonight. We're going to be talking about anything and everything 603 United, as well as anything and everything athletics and sports in the professional, college, high school, whatever. It's going to be a lot of fun. Quickly, for you guys at home who are used to watching for the high school sports stuff, that is going to be scrolling along the bottom of your screen here. Those are our scores from last week. And other than that, that's all the housekeeping I got. Before we go any further, let's have you guys introduce yourselves and take it away. Gary, why don't you start off?
My name's Gary Moynihan, and this is my first time doing this. And I'm a big, huge football fan and baseball fan and hockey. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome. Cade?
Hi, my name is Cade. I'm from Northfield. Went to Winnisquam High School, did unified sports there. Started with basketball.
Nice.
And yeah.
That's awesome.
That's good.
That's awesome. So I'm going to go off script here and exclude Cassie here, but talk to us a little bit about 603 United and what you guys do with that organization. I know you guys are club members. Mm-hmm. You love it there.
We do.
Go ahead.
It's great to make new friends, and we do everything like do basketball and sometimes do the walking. And last week ago, Saturday, I did the Jamboree, the 603 Jamboree. That was fun doing that. Doing tickets, selling tickets there. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Anything else?
I was going to say mostly basketball and walking for me. I mostly do a lot of work, like 30-something hours a week.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, though. I'm glad that you guys have, this great organization to be a part of. I know Cassie and Kevin and everybody involved as far as the leadership does an amazing job with it. And I'm happy that we're able to give you guys a platform to come talk sports, right?
Yep.
So without further ado, let's talk about that. We were talking pre-show about the NFL. That's the most relevant thing right now.
Yep.
This past weekend was the championship weekend for the two divisions. I'm just going to give you guys the microphone. Go ahead.
Yeah, there were some good teams for the wild card game. You had the Jaguars against the Los Angeles Chargers. We thought Jacksonville was going to win that one. I thought Chargers was going to win that one, but Jacksonville came pulling it up. And other teams, I think Buffalo, went to the next round, and you got Cincinnati Bengals who beat the Ravens. And then they got the Vikings who lost against the Giants, and then lots of good teams there, and the Cowboys really pulled it off. So I think that there's some really good teams. Kansas City Chiefs is a good team, but the Eagles they clinched the division, and Chiefs clinched their division, and I think this has been good for this team, and I think every team has been pretty good.
I will say that wild card. Sorry to interrupt real quick. Wild card weekend was very tough for us, or not wild card weekend. The last weekend, where the Bills got knocked out and the Dallas Cowboys got knocked out.
Yeah.
Because my dad's a Cowboys fan.
Oh no.
I'm a Bills fan.
Yeah.
Very rough weekend in the
when the Cowboys were facing against the 49ers.
Yeah.
That was not rough. That was a good game. Cowboys played pretty good in that game, but the 49ers turned it up in that one, and then after Buffalo lost against the
Bengals.
The Bengals.
I was going to say, I'm like, wait, who did we lose against?
Yeah, that was, the Bengals really, thought the Bills were going to win this one because for that player that got hurt on the field. So
Damar Hamlin, yep.
Yeah, so, but, surprised the Bills got to the playoffs, and hopefully they'll make it to the playoffs next year. So
we'll make it one year. We'll get there at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. For some reason, the Bills just didn't show up that game.
No.
Like it was bad. Like
the defense. I don't know. The defense didn't look too good for them. But
No.
Not at all.
You got Josh Allen. He's a good quarterback. He's got to know who he's going to throw to. He's going to, that's going to be what they need to do out there. So to play their best defense and best offense out there.
Yeah.
So most teams have best defense and best offense.
Yeah, exactly. So, Kate, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No. I was going to say I'm mostly 49ers fan from here, basically. I always cheer for the Pats, but I was hoping 49ers would make it. Nope. Eagles, apparently they got beat. Had to
Yeah,
feel
with
bad
you
for Brock
that too.
Purdy, though.
Yeah, I'm with them. I took the 49ers to beat the Eagles, and I took the Bengals, and I was wrong on that one. So,
Yeah.
but I give credit for the Chiefs and the Eagles, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be interesting for the Super Bowl. Obviously, we're going to talk about that later on in the show. We are at some point going to take a commercial break here, but yeah, I mean, this past weekend though, I mean, on my notes, blowout in Philly, like 37-7.
Ew.
It was,
Yikes.
31-7.
Sorry, 31-7. You're right. I
Yeah,
quickly looked at my notes wrong.
Yeah,
My bad.
31-7. Yeah, the 49ers only scored 7 points in that game, and they thought they could score more touchdowns. But the Eagles really put pressure on the 49ers. I mean, really put it there, and then this, they wanted to win this one so bad. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was tough. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch the game itself, but I saw the highlights and that final score.
I watched
it was
Same.
rough.
I watched
That's rough.
bits and pieces of the first game, and then the second game I watched a little bit, and then went to bed after that. Because I didn't stay up. It was a late game because it started
Yeah.
at 6:30. So
Yeah.
Yeah, early late game. Usually those games start at like 8:15.
Yeah.
The
I
Sunday
I could
night
never
game.
watch those.
well,
Yeah.
there's some football games that start 8:15. There's some games that start at 1 o'clock, and then there's 4:30 games. So
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But-
The NFL's gotten that schedule down pretty well
Yeah.
to be able
Oh,
to,
yeah.
tier it.
because you have
So,
Sunday night football, then you got Monday night football.
yeah. Then the Fox Sunday afternoon game.
Fox,
you
yeah.
know, so.
Fox was covering the 49ers and the Eagles, and CBS was covering the other one.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, I watched more of the Chiefs. Who did they play? The Bengals. Chiefs-Bengals game. That game was wild.
Yeah.
Close all the way up.
It was tied
And
up
then-
20-20, and then until they Chiefs won that one. So
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about, your thoughts on that game, or either game, honestly. Well, the weekend in general.
I think the Bengals did pretty good out there. They played their best, and Joe Burrow, the quarterback, is a very good quarterback for the Bengals. But you're going against Patrick Mahomes, who's a really good quarterback, but until he got hurt his ankle. So I think that the Chiefs pulled it, they pulled it off in that one, and then they thought the Bengals were going to win this one. But it was a good game. It was a great game to see the Chiefs win this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it was close until that last penalty,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
was nuts.
Yeah, I heard about that. So
Yeah, I mean, that 15-yard penalty, first of all, once again, both my dad and I were watching last night, but he was in the living room, and I was in my room, and from the other end of the house, you could just hear him go, "What are you thinking?" And I was like, of course, my TV was a little delayed, so I'm like, what
Yeah.
happened? And then all of a sudden, I see the push out of play, and
Yeah.
yeah.
what
So
the
also
heck?
with the 49ers and Eagles game, when I was watching that one, there was one player throws the player down, and the whole bench is
Yeah, there was a fight.
there's a fight on the
whole
field. Yeah,
bench clearing fight.
Yeah.
bench clear field.
Oh,
Yes,
my
the whole
gosh.
team, and the refs have to stop the fight going on. Yeah, because the guy just throws the guy down on the field. So
That's insane. I'm
Yes.
going to have to go back and watch the highlights of that game.
I think there was some. They probably threw some penalty flags on that one too.
Well, I would hope so, right?
Yes.
It's not hockey. There's no fight in
No.
football.
no.
But no, I mean it was a crazy weekend. Like
And
I said, blowout
yeah.
for game 1, close game 2, a mistake that
Watching
probably
the Chiefs game when Andy Reid had to throw the challenge flag, was that a touchdown? Was it? That play that they
Oh
did.
right, yeah. I mean that's a tough call.
And he's a good coach, Andy Reid. I like him. He's a great coach for the Chiefs, and we'll see if he's gonna rebuild this team back up. And then we'll see how Patrick Mahomes does. Next year. So
Now correct me if I'm wrong, but Andy Reid is the Chiefs coach,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
he used to coach the Eagles. Long
Right.
Yeah,
Eagles.
so this
Philadelphia
is
Eagles.
interesting for
Yes, until he went to the Chiefs. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No. As most people know, I'm not the biggest football fan out there, or football fanatic, I should say. So
Right.
forgive me for the silly
Yeah.
question, but I just wanted to make sure that I was on the same page. But okay. Yeah. I mean, it was, like I said, crazy weekend. But I mean, going into, let me get your thoughts on this with Mahomes' ankle. Right. He
Yeah.
played last night. It was wrapped up. Everything. He seemed good. He
Seemed pretty good on the field, but he was like when he was stepping in to throw the ball, I thought that he felt like a pain in his in his ankle, but he went through it. So
I was gonna say there was definitely obvious pain there.
Yeah.
it was when he so
Yeah, I mean, and also it was kind of obvious that more or less, he was getting that ibuprofen, making sure he was good to go.
right. A game when I was watching the game when they played against the Jaguars, no one thought he was going to come back into the game. So they back in the backup quarterback, and then Patrick Mahomes comes out. He's throwing the ball, getting warmed up. He's going to return back to the field. I guess what? He returned back to the field right there against the Jaguars. So.
Right. I mean, and that just kind of is a testament to who Patrick Mahomes is. The fact that, there's an ankle injury, it could be worse by the next step, but yet he's back out on the field.
Some players, quarterbacks, do get hurt, like the ankle injury and twist their ankles or shoulder injury. So there's a lot of hits on the play. A lot of people get collided together. Collisions. So
yeah, I mean, he definitely had you could tell that the adrenaline was pumping. But the fact that and CBS was kind of focusing on it, like they would be like, let's take a look at his footwork, and there was no hesitation for him to be bouncing around.
So
and I mean, and that's like again, that's just awesome for him and a testament to him as a player.
Right.
But there's probably some sort of relief in that camp that the Super Bowl's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You have 2 weeks to go and rest up. Yeah, exactly. Rest up.
Which hopefully he'll rest up and his ankle should be okay for him.
Yeah, he recorded all of his State Farm commercials, so he's fine with that.
Yeah, I've seen those commercials on TV, when the State Farm commercials.
Oh yeah,
they're very funny. Yeah.
Didn't he also do Subway?
I think he did do the Subway one.
Yeah, I know he did the Subway one. Yeah,
he's done a lot of them.
He's done a lot of commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's been a lot of fun to watch them play. I mean, like I said, as a Bills fan, I was hoping to see that neutral site game where it was going to be the Chiefs and the Bills, but all good.
I thought so too. I thought the Bills were going to go on to the into the division and play the Chiefs in that one, and the Bills will go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And if it was to be the Bills and the Eagles, that would be a good game.
I've heard that the Bills stand for boy, I love losing Super Bowls. So as a Bills fan, that hurts. But
I guess so.
I mean, it might be kind of true at this point.
At this point?
At this point, it's kind of true. But any other thoughts on this weekend?
It's supposed to be a real good game. Hopefully, we'll see how these teams turn out. And the playoffs were really good, and then you had some teams did not make the playoffs, and some teams that we thought the Pats were going to get into the playoffs, and everyone thought the Jets were going to get in, but until they got eliminated, and lots of teams, and everyone thought the Green Bay Packers were going to make it in, and the Lions were going to make it in because the Lions really wanted to get into the playoffs, but they didn't get in. So lots of teams didn't make it in. So
so I guess that will segue us into this next part of let's talk about the season in general up to this point. You got one more game, but you have 20 weeks or with preseason, 20 or so weeks of football.
Right, until football starts. And you have the exhibition games in August that don't count, and then you have the regular season in September that counts.
But what are some standout moments for both of you, like looking back going, oh, yeah, I remember that, besides DeMar Hamlin getting hurt and the recovery and everything? I think that's probably the biggest. But, I mean, other than that, what else do you guys what else stands out to you?
Well, when I'm watching Tom Brady out there, Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback, he always gets sacked every single time, and he doesn't get to throw the ball that much. And
now, are you a Tom Brady fan?
I have a Tom Brady bobblehead. I'm a Tom Brady fan.
Tom Brady bobblehead?
Yes, Tom Brady.
If you don't have the Tom Brady bobblehead, you're not a true fan.
Tom Brady fan.
You're not a true fan if you don't have one.
I love Tom Brady. He was a good quarterback for the Pats, but and.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer for Patriot
too bad
Station.
That the Pats,
when he left. Yeah.
But
now, let me ask you then, isn't this his contract year, so he can go anywhere now or retire? What are your thoughts on that?
His contract deal is up in the air. That some teams are interested in getting him, like the Las Vegas Raiders want to get him, and there's some other teams that want him. So I'm thinking him going to Las Vegas, being for the Raiders, on the AFC team. Then that means that if the Pats do have to face the Las Vegas Raiders, That would be kind of cool because the Patriots did face against Tom Brady a couple times.
I was going to say, cool for who? The fans or the Patriots? Because if
I was going to say, it'd be better if Brady comes back to us.
Yeah,
I would see Tom Brady come back. It'd be great to see him back. But we have that quarterback, Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a good quarterback, but
he's good.
He's
kind of.
He's kind of good quarterback, but until you have that backup quarterback.
Right. No, I mean,
Zappy.
I was going to say,
yeah.
Mac Jones, I think, is good. I mean, I went to that Thursday night Bills game at Gillette, and it was, for a Bills fan, that was a good game because we beat the Patriots well.
Yeah.
But it was definitely something where you could tell that Mac Jones was lacking something. And again, I've said I'm not a football person, so I can't tell you what it is, but there was something that was not connecting.
Yeah. Watching that, hearing about that game, I mean, he was not connected to his wide receivers because he was trying to get out there, throw the ball really good, and get this game over. But and then into that game, the Pats thought they could beat the Bills because they did beat them before at home.
They thought they could.
But lots of teams that they face against, like the Dolphins, that's a tough team to face against.
Right.
There's some tough teams out there that face against the Pats,
Yeah, and honestly, and Cade, feel free to cut me off at any moment if you have anything you want to throw in there.
I'm good for right now.
Okay. But honestly, this season in general, even as just a casual fan, there were a lot of teams that were like, they were good, and it was like, they're good?
There
what?
was some.
Like, they're doing good this year?
Yeah, the Jaguars.
Like the Jaguars, like Jacksonville was doing pretty good, and the Pats did okay. And then you got the Jets, who did really good, and the Eagles, a team that was undefeated. They went 0 and something until they lost the undefeated season. So
yeah. I mean, and even like the Giants made it far into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm happy to see the Giants make the playoffs and the Vikings. And everyone thought was going to see the Rams make the playoffs since last year they won the Super Bowl, but they didn't look
got a
good.
nice stadium, but they don't have they don't have the team.
No, I mean any teams like the Carolina Panthers everyone thought Carolina was going to do good. Every team was going to do good, but we'll see what happens next year. Who makes it to the playoffs and
right.
Yeah.
Right. Just like in any sport, throughout the season, the cream rises to the top. It gets shaken out, and who's good is good, and who's bad, well, we find out who isn't.
Yeah. The one thing is when you're at the New York Jets Stadium, it's a very loud stadium, and those crowds.
Yes.
Really, there's a guy they just like cheer for their fans, and then really go crazy at the stadium. They make it so loud for the quarterback to not. Mm-hmm. And same thing for the Chiefs. I hear that they do the thing. And
I was going to say, wasn't it last night that there was a couple points where the officials couldn't hear each other because the crowd was so loud?
I guess so. Yes.
Yes,
I guess so. Yeah.
I think there was a point where it's third down for the Chiefs, and they called the play off, but the players didn't hear the officials say no play, and they still played, and insane. Exactly. Whoops. But it's still crazy that a stadium, especially an outdoor stadium like Arrowhead is, can be that loud.
Yeah, it's a loud stadium. It's a loud stadium. There's a lot of fans who are out there. If you're a Chiefs fan, if you're any other fans, you have to support your team to be out there to make it loud. Like any stadium that's very loud. Like in Foxborough, when they score a touchdown, they shoot up the guns out there.
Yep.
And at Tampa Bay, they have the pirate ship that shoot, guns out there. So.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, Cade, what standout moments for you this season? Looking back, broad stroke, was there anything that really stuck out to you? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
No, I'm good. But basically, I have completely forgotten about Brock Purdy just being the last player to be drafted. They call him Mr. Irrelevant. Now he's Mr. Relevant. I mean, come on. Who expected them to be a great rookie quarterback after Garoppolo gets hurt?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Now, who does he play for?
49ers.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo, he played for the Patriots until he went to the 49ers,
Gotcha. Anything else for either of you guys? Any standout moments?
Looking for the watching the NFL draft when that happens and seeing who the Pats get and whoever teams get really good players. I mean, it's just you got to see out there. You got to see if you need a good wide receiver or a good quarterback or a good tight end or a linebacker or a middle linebacker. You need someone that to play really good out there. So
Right.
and there's some great players out there. I think for the draft.
Right. Cade?
Nothing much, really. I just mostly watch 49ers and Pats, so.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry that the 49ers didn't make it past.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it is what it is, right? That's
Yeah.
the way sports are.
Right.
So before we go to our commercial break, let me ask you guys this, and this could be open-ended for NFL or any sport.
Mm-hmm.
What are your favorite stadiums? You know, you could list off one, or arenas. You could list off one. You could list off multiple. Well, either or goes first. Just list off.
I'm going to say Gillette Stadium. It's a nice stadium.
Yeah.
I've been there. I went there for our exhibition game when they're faced against the New York Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a nice stadium. You know, it's a great field. I mean, they just, they have this thing that they come out of the field, and it's great. It's a nice stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And even with the Jaguars play, their stadium's nice too. And lots of football stadiums are going to be really cool to go to.
Yeah, I've only been to Gillette twice. One for Patriot practice and a Taylor Swift concert, believe it or not.
Nice.
I've been to TD Garden. I've been to Fenway, also mostly for concerts. Green Day actually played in Fenway
Nice.
in 2021. It was supposed to be 2020, but obviously.
There was like a pandemic or something,
Yeah,
right?
let's see. It was along with Weezer and, oh, come on. Why am I not thinking of the opening band right now? The She's Kerosene song. Who's the artist again?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I've been to Fenway
I know
Park too.
I know what you're thinking
Yeah.
about.
I've been to Fenway Park too. It's a nice stadium, and I've been to
Nice warm stadium to get out of.
Yeah.
It was outdoors, so obviously it was
But
nice.
one thing is
It was August.
Yeah.
if you want to sit in the Green Monster seats, those are the high seats in the
Right.
and most people want to sit right behind home plate, first base, or the left field is more
Right.
where you want to sit. So
Right. No, for sure.
for me, I definitely would sit right behind third base,
Right.
or behind first base,
The
Yeah.
one time I went to Fenway, we were sitting third base side. We weren't right behind third base, but we were in the what felt like the original 1900s wood seats. But yeah, I mean, the great thing about most sporting venues, and you guys can agree or disagree with me on this, is that there really are no bad seats.
No,
You know,
not
even if you're
true.
sitting in the
But
nosebleeds, you're
Right.
still
Yeah, you can
it's
still see it.
Still a
But
great experience.
If you're at, I remember going to Fenway Park and they had the Coke bottle there before they had the Green Monster seat put in. Then they took the Coke bottle out and then added some new seats in. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Fenway Park's been there for at least.
I was gonna say you're dating yourself a little bit there, Gary.
It's been there. It's been there for a long time. Yeah.
Fenway's one of the original parks, right?
Original Parks has been.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Original Parks has been there for a long time. Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah.
So, what other sports do you guys like? And I'm going to start with Cade here, just on the far end. What other sports do you like? And it could be professional or even playing cornhole, whatever.
No. I watch hockey sometimes, basketball a little,
Nice.
mostly those.
And I'm assuming Boston teams for
Pretty
those
much.
two.
Yeah.
Pretty
Same
much.
thing. Yeah. I'm a Bruins fan and I like the Celtics too.
And I'm a New York fan all the way. Sorry,
Rangers,
I was
yeah.
going to say I'll stay on this end of the table.
New York Rangers. Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to say as a Bills fan, Rangers fan,
Yeah.
Yankee fan. I should have wore the Yankee stuff now that I see you're wearing your Red Sox stuff. But yeah, for sure. That's cool though. That as living in New Hampshire, you guys have the Boston sports teams, and they're relatively close.
Yeah.
It's only a couple hours into Boston.
Yeah, it's pretty close to go to Boston. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, being that Boston's one of those major or somewhat major cities, going to TD Garden, you get on the bus or the train or whatever, and you take it in.
Take the train to to get off the next stop to get to the
Yeah. Unlike, up here, it's like you got to take a train to the bus to the car, get on a dog sled, and then you get to you get to your stadium.
Yeah, to the stadium. Yeah.
But cool. Well, Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick commercial break. On the other side of the break, we will be talking about the Super Bowl and whatever else comes up.
Yeah, that sounds
So
good.
we'll be right back, folks.
If you're looking for an honest and real family-run experience with your mechanic, look no further than Average Joe's Auto Repair located on North Main Street in Bosquen, New Hampshire. Joe and Amy offer a cost-effective way to keep your vehicle on the road. Call Joe and Amy today to schedule an appointment for your next oil change, oil undercoating, and everything in between.
We're having a huge sale on mattresses this weekend for 3 days only.
At Scheibel's Family Mattress in Belmont, you never have to wait for a gimmicky sale. Scheibel's has everyday low prices on mattresses and futons, including Gold Bond mattresses made right here in New England and flippable two-sided mattresses. Scheibel's has been in business for over 10 years and is family-owned and operated. Stop by Scheibel's today for low prices every day. No pressure, no gimmicks, no kidding. Scheibel's Family Mattress, Route 3, next to the Home Beautiful Bargain Outlet.
At Bank of New Hampshire, our mission is to build brighter futures for our customers, employees, and communities. We are committed to supporting impactful organizations, which contribute to enhance the health and vitality of the communities in which we live, work, and play. We understand our role in making your community, your neighborhood, your life special. Playing an integral part in New Hampshire's growth since 1831, visit us at one of our 21 convenient locations or online at banknh.com to join Bank of New Hampshire today. We are your community bank. Member FDIC.
If you're looking for an honest and real family-run experience with your mechanic, look no further than Average Joe's Auto Repair located on North Main Street in Bosquen, New Hampshire. Joe and Amy offer a cost-effective way to keep your vehicle on the road. Call Joe and Amy today to schedule an appointment for your next oil change, oil undercoating, and everything in between.
We're having a huge sale on mattresses this weekend for 3 days only.
At Scheibel's Family Mattress in Belmont, you never have to wait for a gimmicky sale. Scheibel's has everyday low prices on mattresses and futons, including Gold Bond mattresses made right here in New England and flippable two-sided mattresses. Scheibel's has been in business for over 10 years and is family-owned and operated. Stop by Scheibel's today for low prices every day. No pressure, no gimmicks, no kidding. Scheibel's Family Mattress, Route 3, next to the Home Beautiful Bargain Outlet.
At Bank of New Hampshire, our mission is to build brighter futures for our customers, employees, and communities. We are committed to supporting impactful organizations, which contribute to enhance the health and vitality of the communities in which we live, work, and play. We understand our role in making your community, your neighborhood, your life special, playing an integral part in New Hampshire's growth since 1831. Visit us at one of our 21 convenient locations or online at banknh.com to join Bank of New Hampshire today. We are your community bank. Member FDIC.
All right, guys, welcome back. My name is Cassie Connor-Janney, and I work for 603 United. I'm super excited to be here with two of our club members, Gary and Cade. They've been killing it so far, talking about the NFL. But before we get going, I just want to thank Devin and everything that he does for us since we got going. Thanks, Dev. Thank you, DPPG. So, guys, do we have fun at 603 or what?
Oh, we
yeah.
do. We do. We have fun. Yes.
So I'll do a quick little intro of what 603 United is. It's a brand new nonprofit located in the Lakes region. Our home base is in Laconia, but it's for adults with and without an intellectual disability, and we provide social inclusion activities. So we do anything from like basketball, all the sports,
The walking club.
walking club, arts and
Yeah.
crafts. We did a movie night,
Yes, we did.
right?
Yep.
What movie was that?
The Polar Express with Tom Hanks.
Yes. Yes, that was fun.
That was fun, yes.
That was a lot of fun.
And then we did the Fiddle on the Roof. When Saul played the Fiddle on the Roof, that was fun.
Yeah, the play at Guilford High School.
Yes,
Yes.
those kids did a good job.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
fun. So we've done a lot. We meet about a couple times a week, right?
Yep.
And it's anything from, getting hot and sweaty playing basketball or just hitting the track and walking.
Yep.
I think we do more talking than walking.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah. What's you guys' favorite activity that we do?
I like the basketball.
Basketball?
Same.
Yeah.
Cool.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite memory so far with 603?
That's a tough one.
That
Too
is
many?
Too many. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
too many.
too many for me to remember. So,
Oh, if you could pick anything, what would you pick?
well, I'm saying meeting new people, meeting new friends, and
Yeah, because Gary, you just moved here.
I just moved here. Yep, from Marlboro. New
Yeah.
Hampshire, Yep.
Yes.
I didn't have things like this. I had chess scope, but I didn't have things like this. So
Yeah. So it's been fun since you moved. You're glad
yes.
you moved?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And then, Cade, you and I actually met quite a few years ago.
Doing unified.
Yeah, during the Unified Basketball Jamboree.
Yeah.
So has it been fun since
Oh, yeah.
you started? Because in high school you played a couple unified sports, right?
Basketball, soccer, volleyball, which our high school was 3 years undefeated when I was on. They had a
Holy
fourth
Oh,
moly.
one
my God, that's great.
when I graduated. So
That's really good
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah. Cool. And you guys have met a lot of friends so far?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
New friends. Yep.
and old friends, mostly for me.
Yeah.
I know Gary because he moved. I've known most people.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else about 603, guys, that you can think of, or
I can't think of anything else.
no? But it's a lot of fun,
It's
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
fun. Yes.
and we think everybody should join.
Yes.
Please.
But yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Dev. But check us out on Facebook and on Instagram. Our website is 603united.org, and you can catch us on Facebook at 603 United. Quick switch.
That out.
We're only semi-professional here.
That's
I guess so, yes.
Semi-professional.
Yeah. Watching when I'm
Quote-unquote.
watching the guys that do the the football game. Those guys like Coach Dungy and the coach for the Steelers.
Yes.
When they talk about football, I mean, it's like watching them, on CBS or on Fox, and then I know that the guy that does the well, he used to play for the Giants, and what was his name?
It was I was gonna say Troy Aikman, but that's not right.
Yeah, Troy Aikman was on the Cowboys, but he did some football thing. It's
Is it Manning?
Michael Strahan.
Strahan, yes.
Yeah, I've been watching. I've been seeing him on the talk show on the thing, and he also does the Fox too. So
Yes.
for the sports, for the Fox, yeah. Games.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tough transition going from on the field
Right.
to what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because you kind of have to learn how to talk, which just sounds weird, but
Right.
like
Yeah.
you got to learn
Yeah,
how
you have
to talk.
those people like talk about like right after like when they go to halftime, they the people out there talk to the coaches like to say we need to do pretty good in this game, and that's what they always
the
talk
sideline
about.
reporters. Yeah.
Right, they talk
Yeah.
about what's going on with the game. So
Yeah, those guys are amazing. You
Yeah.
know, like Aaron Andrews and all of them who do
Yeah.
like I can't think of, is it Colin Kaepernick, the younger
Yeah.
of the two, the son, I think. Yeah, no, because those guys
Do
you
really
have
good.
to get your information,
Yep.
and you more or less have to memorize it and then
yeah,
get in front of
memorize
the
all
camera.
that stuff. Yeah, to memorize that stuff. Yeah, to get a lot of information from them. So.
Right, because like you're sitting there and you can't be like, so according to my note card,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
you
Can't miss,
have to-
can't miss anything. Like you don't miss any words from that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let us talk about the Super Bowl here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So we know who is playing in the Super Bowl.
We
It's
got
been
the Chiefs against the Eagles.
in Super Bowl 57. We
Yep,
figured that out.
7, and
We
it's
had
been
to-
We had
5
to
years
figure out
since
Roman
the
numbers.
Eagles have been to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And for the Chiefs, it's been since 2019, so
Been 4 years?
4 years for them. So
Is that right?
yes,
20 I
because
think,
the
yeah. 19, 20, 21,
Eagles
yeah.
have won one Super Bowl trophy in against the Patriots. So
The one Super Bowl lost, the Patriots won back.
yeah, yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
But so tell me about this matchup. What do you guys think? How do you think it's going to go? I want to hear from both of you, so go ahead.
I think it's going to go pretty good. I think it's going to look like a really good game. I think that see how Patrick Mahomes does out there on the field and the quarterback for the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to score at least a lot of touchdowns in that game. Nope, they don't want any field goals because that's the worst thing. You got to kick a field goal. You're going towards the touchdown zone, and then there's 4th down. You got to kick a field goal for that.
Seriously.
And then you got to go for another field goal. You want to score a touchdown.
Right.
Yeah. it's
Maximize
just
your
closers.
point.
That's what most people want to do. So
Yeah, maximize your points.
Yeah,
Maximize
Yep.
your
so,
points.
yeah.
Especially.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what
Yeah, I
about
think-
you? What do you got?
I think it's probably going to be tight, pretty much, like close neck and neck. I would think.
Yeah.
Usually, most Super Bowls are.
yeah, some Super Bowls are going to be usually tight, and hopefully some don't go into overtime. They have like
You
at
mean
least
unlike us?
they've done. I know there's a lot of overtimes in Super Bowl. You can go through like at least a lot of overtimes, but but
Yeah. Well, and honestly, though, if you have a Super Bowl that goes into overtime, though, isn't that that much better? Because it's almost
Yeah,
first
only
of all,
once.
Well, yeah, but it's giving now your fans who are paying $10 million to go to the game
Yeah.
more
Right.
football.
Yep.
But also it's showing something about the two teams your league
Yeah.
more or less
Right.
picked.
Right.
yeah,
They are so good
Exactly.
that they're playing each other in
Right.
overtime now.
right. So
But I also get it where it's kind of like
Yeah.
overtime.
well, where
Yes, this season, yeah.
Yeah.
How many overtimes?
So where it's held, it's in Arizona. So that's where the Arizona Cardinals play, and it's a nice stadium. It's a nice field, and next year we'll be in where the Raiders play, Las
Yes.
Vegas. So
Las Vegas. Now, we were talking about turf fields
Yes.
pre-show.
Yeah.
I think Las Vegas is one of the only fields that actually has real grass,
Yes.
right? And they roll it out of the stadium.
yeah,
Like
it's a brand new stadium that just
Love it.
got built for them after they used to be the Oakland Raiders, and I've been to the Coliseum down in Oakland when I was seeing the Oakland when I was seeing the Red Sox face the Oakland A's. It's a nice stadium. So
Yeah.
nice.
and that's where the Raiders play too. So
But if I'm not mistaken, the Vegas Who's Las Vegas? I'm thinking of the not Vikings.
There's also the Las Vegas Golden Knights.
I'm thinking of them. Who's the football team for
football
Vegas?
team.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Thank you. I was going to say, I'm like, it starts with an R. For the Raiders,
Yeah.
they, if I'm not mistaken, they roll the field out, they grow it in the sun, and then bring it back into the stadium, right? Or something
I guess
like that.
so,
Like,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's a brand new stadium that just got built for them, and when the Las Vegas Golden Knights came in, they were a brand new team that came in, and then another team that just came in is the Seattle Kraken.
Yes.
The new
for
hockey
NHL,
team.
yes.
Yeah, for NHL. Yes. So.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, NHL is growing too, as far as teams and.
Yes, there are some good teams out there. The Bruins are looking pretty good out there. They
got 3 losses though, and as
3
a
losses
New
is
York
okay.
fan, I'm okay with that.
So 3 losses is okay for us, but.
But you know what though, when you have a team that's doing so well, like the Bruins, and this actually can translate to high school, what we normally cover.
Sure.
When you have a team who's doing so well, a loss is actually good.
Yeah.
It's almost like a humbling. It's like, well, we can lose.
Exactly.
Right.
Because
you remember the Eagles were undefeated in the year this year, 2022, and they were undefeated. No one can beat them until one team beat them. So,
right.
And everyone thought they were going to stay undefeated. So.
Right. I mean, and obviously, we've covered our fair share of high school teams who go, 20-0 in an entire season, win a state championship, and that has a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're undefeated, that's kind of dangerous. Because
Yeah.
you think, oh, we
For
can.
most teams, you're going to want to stay undefeated. You want to lose any game. So.
Right. You want to stay undefeated, but you also want to stay humble.
Right.
Because you don't want to go into a game thinking,
Right.
we got this, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you just lost.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, I think the Super Bowl in general is going to be. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be real good, and we'll see how it goes. And all these players are just getting ready. They're just, relaxing. So hopefully, Patrick Mahomes' ankle gets ready gets back out there, and so hopefully, when they start, I guess they don't start going out there yet. I think after when the Pro Bowl, All-Star Pro Bowl, it's over. I think they will start. They start going out in the field to practice.
Right.
And
Acclimate to the weather.
And their own stadium, in their own area, and like Kansas City, like the Eagles will play on the field in Dome Stadium. Just get ready for the big game. Get ready for the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah. I mean, you want to acclimate for your environment.
Yeah.
I think I remember that Bill Belichick used to watch highlights of teams that get ready for the big game, and I think that's what I guess the Eagles are going to do. Watch the highlights from the Chiefs from the game, the teams that they faced against, and see how they can do against this team, and hopefully that the Chiefs would do the same thing. Watch against the Eagles, but now there's one Eagle coach on there, and that's Andy Reid, faces against his own team. I remember that, so he's going to face his own team. So.
Yeah, that should be fun. And then I heard that there are a pair of brothers who are playing against each other.
Yes.
Kelsey brothers, I believe.
Yes, I've heard that. Yeah.
That should be fun. That should be exciting.
Yep.
Yeah, talk about depending on how the game goes, awkward family dinners, right?
Yeah.
Going back for Christmas and.
I do remember the two brothers, Peyton Manning and Eli Manning. They were great quarterbacks for the one play for the Colts, and then I remember Eli Manning played for the Giants, and then Peyton Manning went to the Broncos too. So, but until he retired after that, so then Roethlisberger retired. So
now they do the Eli and Peyton show.
They do something. I've been seeing that a lot. It's pretty funny. Yeah.
I love the fact that if you're not necessarily a huge football fan, you want to watch something that's going to be watching the game, but also have the entertainment factor.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
them.
Even watching the Gronkowski,
the Gronkowski.
Gronkowski, he does the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yes,
he does that a lot, and it's see him out there. He's retired. He's not going to go back to playing football until. Yeah, he loves. He did like playing for the Patriots and. The fans loved him, and
when
watching him on the field, I mean, he's a great player.
Now, I want to go back to the Patriots here real quick because this is obviously your bread and butter, both of you.
Yeah.
There were the rumors at one point about Brady possibly going back to the Patriots as a coach or being a part of the coaching staff.
That's what I've heard. I mean,
I don't know how much
I don't know if
truth
that's
to
gonna
it
actually going to
was,
happen, but
It'd be interesting.
I was gonna say,
it'd be interesting.
what's your thoughts and reactions to that? Both of you. What are your thoughts?
I think it's going to probably be very interesting to see that because the one thing is you got Pat Patricia, who left the Pats, went to the Lions, coached the Lions, and now he's back with the Patriots. And then got Jeff Daniels, who went to the Raiders now. So
Yeah,
we got a new offensive coordinator
we
now.
got a finesse coordinator. So I think we'll see what happens with that. So
should be interesting.
yeah.
Should be interesting. I mean, I think that maybe one day Brady does it. I don't think right now. I think he's still enjoying playing.
Yeah.
He should retire. He should call it quits, and I think he should, not play any more football because with players out there, if you're 45 years old, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt out there. You're gonna get injured yourself, and
it's difficult because you're 45 years old, which isn't really that old in the
Right.
grand scheme of things.
Right.
But in such a high contact sport,
yeah.
and also, I mean,
I do
all
remember,
it takes is
Troy
one,
Aikman. He was a great quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
right? But one hit the wrong way,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden now you can't walk again. Or you
Right.
can't ever
Right.
bring your elbow above your, your shoulder,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
and it's
when
crazy to think about.
When I was watching the Pats when they were in the game, and Drew Bledsoe was on the team, and when Tom Brady got hurt really bad, they brought in Drew Bledsoe, the backup quarterback, to take it over. So, I remember that Drew Bledsoe was a good quarterback for the Patriots, and then he played for the Bills too. I know that. So
Yeah.
We usually get those
Yeah.
good one-off quarterbacks. Whatever.
like John Elway, he was a great quarterback for the Denver Broncos. He
Right.
was a great quarterback. I remember John Elway.
Right.
And lots of good quarterbacks out there, like Kurt Warner, a great quarterback for he played for the St. Louis Rams, and he was a good quarterback until we went to Arizona. So you got to remember that you have some really good quarterbacks, and Tom Brady's out there, and Patrick Mahomes, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger. You got some really good quarterbacks out there who plays good, and then Emmitt Smith, great player, he's a good player too. So he's been playing pretty good out there. So, but after he retired, and Jerry Rice, got to talk about this guy. He's been a really good player for the teams.
Right. Now, Cade.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Are you thinking that he's done, or is he coming back? What are your thoughts?
That's a good one. I
That
would
is a
not
good
know,
one.
especially because my uncle Eric actually cheers for the Packers. He's from Wisconsin, so
nice.
I wouldn't know how to answer that
Right.
one. For him, I think he's hopeful.
Yeah.
He'll come back for another year.
I hope so. I mean, hopefully they can offer him a contract deal to keep him, and
Right.
the Packers are going to probably rebuild back and see who they'll get in the NFL draft. They can get a wide receiver or a new linebacker. So
Now, something that I thought that – did I just change my – there we go. Whoops.
I think you're a little
Sorry,
softer.
I changed something on my mixer. Something that, though, with Rodgers was originally my thoughts were maybe he'll come back.
yeah,
But that last game, there's the audio out there of him saying, I'm going to keep this jersey, this last jersey. And that, my dad and I at least talked about it, where we were like, maybe that's an indicator saying, this is my last game jersey
right,
because it's his last game.
right.
I don't know.
You
But
do
it's
remember
weird.
Either that or a different team. Who knows?
Right.
yeah, you do remember Brett Favre, who played for the Green Bay Packers. He was a good quarterback till he retired after that, and then Aaron Rodgers stepped in for
Right.
him. So
It's weird. It's a weird,
yeah,
and especially with it being, a younger guy's sport,
yeah,
and it's difficult. You're having these 45-year-old Brady's play up against these. I don't even know how old Josh Allen is, but he's not 45.
no,
No.
not.
So it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I
It's
do
weird.
remember Aaron Rodgers doing some commercials too. He did some couple commercials before. Yeah.
I'm so happy you bring up commercials. So let's segue into talking about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What is your favorite commercial? Like every year, I love the Dorito ones or the Budweiser ones.
Oh yeah, I'm talking
What
about the
about
Budweiser one a long time ago with the frogs. They do the Budweiser,
Weiser.
and then there's one where the frog sticks his tongue at the Budweiser truck, and he gets like, hey, he's like flying out there. I do remember some of the commercials out there, and the Doritos commercials too, and they've done so many really good Super Bowl commercials, and
Yeah.
they
No.
should bring it up in this Super Bowl, saying the top best commercials for Super Bowl commercials and top best new commercials for this year. So
Yeah. No, for sure. Kate, what
Yeah,
about you?
agreed. Budweiser one's definitely funny, especially with the dogs in it.
oh yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
those ones.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the Dorito ones are probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because they're me being a younger guy, being able to go to
Yeah.
high school and being like, did you see the Dorito one where the baby got thrown across? A little bit more appropriate
Yeah.
to talk about during math class than you see the Budweiser commercial.
Right.
True.
But anyways,
Yeah.
they're all great,
Those commercials are really good.
you know. And especially paying however much they pay a minute,
for these commercials.
you know,
yeah.
they got to
Yeah.
make sure they're good. you know.
Yes, they have
Right.
to.
So before we wrap up,
Okay.
who is your picks for the Super Bowl?
I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles. They're gonna beat the Chiefs in this one. So
Okay.
Eagles as well.
Eagles.
it's gonna be a great game. I mean, Eagles are gonna go out there, win their second Super Bowl trophy. So
And now let me ask you this: blowout or
it's gonna
close game?
It's gonna
Neck and neck.
It's gonna be neck to neck. It's gonna be pretty close to neck and neck, and
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
see what happens if the Chiefs score a couple of touchdowns in this game, and then the Eagles come back and score more touchdowns, and then right to the fourth quarter, the Eagles have the ball, and the next minute it's over. So the Eagles will win this one, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
Cade, any thoughts?
I was going to say neck and neck as well for them.
Yeah.
Very close.
Should be a good game. Should
Yeah.
be a good game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Going back to 603 United, what programs do you guys have coming up that of course, anybody's welcome to come and join. What programs do you guys have coming up?
There's the basketball, which I don't usually do because I do the reading class at night, and
Yeah.
but I do the walking on Mondays too.
Walking club.
But
That's cool.
I used to do the basketball before I did the reading class. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
There you
Cade,
go.
anything?
Yeah,
Anything?
this Saturday, which obviously, or is it Sunday? Gosh dang, I think it's Saturday. 1 second, I need to ask.
Is it the axe throwing?
Yes.
That is Sunday the 5th. So
Thank
Sunday.
you.
You're
I have to
welcome.
work sadly that day, but
Aw, man.
that's this Sunday coming up.
Yeah, climate axe throwing this Sunday, February 5th from 12:30 to 4:30. Cassie from Off Screen texted me all that information. So made sure to plug that. It's for a fundraiser, too, which is even better. So
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that too because I'll be working also.
man. Now,
I
if
know.
If
It's a
I'm not
bummer.
mistaken, climate axe throwing's in Belmont, correct? Next to Joanne Fabrics, Cassie? Okay. So definitely check it out if you're in the
Yeah.
area. It'll be a great event.
Yeah.
For sure.
Can I say
And-
something else?
Go ahead, yeah, of course.
So me, my dad, and my brother, and my friend Frank, we pick on football teams. We don't bet on money. We see who wins this week.
Yeah.
So my dad did clean our clocks in the football year. So week 1, I did pretty good. All the weeks I take some really good teams, and
Yeah.
I just hopefully next year I can do my best out there to see what teams I want to take and what teams are gonna look really good. So
That's awesome.
Good.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So before we go, any final thoughts?
I don't know.
Oh, now he gets stage fright.
Right.
No, I'm just
Really now?
yeah,
I'm
don't
just
say
kidding.
anything.
I
Just
didn't think this.
kidding.
Yeah. It's gonna be a really good game for the Super Bowl. We'll see.
I think Rihanna's playing the Super Bowl
Yeah, the
halftime,
halftime
so
show. Yes.
that's when I'll go
I do
outside and go for a walk.
I do remember the
Just
couple of
kidding.
halftime
Wow.
shows I've been seeing. One with she does that for the song Kate. What's her name? She did the Super Bowl a long time ago.
Was it Kate Hudson?
No, Kate. What's her name? She
Who?
did
What songs did she do?
Did the song she wrote a tiger in the Super Bowl.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. I remember seeing Katy Perry, and Pink also did one where she jumped from top of the.
Yes.
That's not Pink. That's Lady Gaga.
Oh, that was Lady Gaga. I'm
Pink
sorry.
never did a Super Bowl show.
That's
Not
right.
yet.
Either way, though,
I do remember
really
Lady Gaga.
cool
I do.
intros.
Yes, I remember the Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, yep.
Where the Super Bowl halftime, where she's riding on that book control tiger, and it's so cool. It's so cool to see that.
It's crazy.
You know,
It's pretty cool, yeah.
and they had to set up the halftime show out there before the game, comes back, and then you got to take everything off the field, then let the players come back on the field.
Right, it's crazy.
You got to put everything back on take everything off. So
The production of it is amazing
It
in
is.
itself.
It
It's
is
fast.
Yeah.
It is fast.
But cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoy the Super Bowl.
I hope
It's
so.
February 12th.
Yep.
Coming a couple weeks from, well, we're recording this on Monday the 30th, so 2 weeks from yesterday, Sunday.
Right.
But should
Yep.
be good.
Hope so.
And if you guys don't have any final thoughts, then I guess we'll wrap this
No,
up.
I
Yeah,
don't.
we're good.
No, we're good.
All right, cool. Well, guys, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you
taking
for having
time.
us. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank
this
you.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
You're
it
welcome
was.
back anytime.
It was
Anytime
great.
you
It
want
was
to come
great,
and
yeah.
talk for an hour, go ahead. Let me know. But yeah, so folks, that's going to do it for our interview or our show here from Elite Sports Academy. We want to say thank you guys again. Definitely check out 603 United if you haven't already. And for Cade and Gary, my name's Devin. Hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you all real soon. See you guys.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.